Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers trade proposal would land Warrior Steph Curry for massive haul during the Olympics. LeBron James and Stephen Curry proved to the Los Angeles Lakers and Golden State Warriors that they still have enough in the tank to lead a team to championship. However, as constructed, the Lakers and Warriors aren't viewed as championship contenders. The Lakers haven't done anything in the offseason besides draft Dalton Connect and Bronny James. After losing in the first round last year, the Warriors made moves, but it still remains to be seen if they'll be a better team than they were a season ago when they were eliminated in the play-in game. The Lakers could benefit from landing a player of Curry's caliber, as it could give them at least one more season with a chance to win a championship. Matt Levine of Sports Illustrated put together a package that had moved Curry to the Lakers. Los Angeles gets Curry to pair alongside James and Anthony Davis for the next couple of years. After James retires, Curry could play with Davis before he hangs it up, Levine wrote on August 23. They also take on the contract of Looney to help the Warriors out cap-wise. It's more of a throw-in to help push the deal to the finish line for the Lakers, but Looney does have experience and size that he'd bring to the team. This would be quite the haul for the Warriors, helping to set them up in a post-Curry era. Getting an expiring contract like Russell could help with cap space issues, or they could try to flip him at the trade deadline. Reeves would give the Warriors a nice guard to work around on a very team-friendly contract. Vanderbilt would provide rebounding and defense. Hamura has improved his game immensely over the last few years and could provide some size on the roster. While the idea of trading for Curry makes sense, the Los Angeles Lakers would also move all their assets for a 36-year-old, which could set their future back even more. Because of that, Robert Marf of USA Today believes the Lakers trading for Curry would be a terrible idea. In addition, Curry is 36 years of age and no one knows how many years of great basketball he has left in him. This past season he had a couple of stretches during which he looked rather human. Perhaps an argument could be made that he's already entering the downside of his career, Marvey wrote in August 23. Plus, once James and Curry are either done or in serious decline, Los Angeles would lack the draft capital. It would need to go out and replenish its roster either by using such draft picks or trading them for players who are still productive. The Lakers have to focus on their draft capital issue, but they only have 2 tradable first-round picks, so landing a star in a future trade would be difficult. Either way, the Los Angeles Lakers attempted the fewest three-pointers per game a season ago. Curry, the all-time leader in three-pointers made in NBA history, would help fix that in a big way. Not only would he help with that, but Curry would be able to be the focus of the offense, which should allow James not to have to do as much as he has in seasons past. In the 2023-24 campaign, Curry averaged 26.4 points, 4.5 rebounds and 5.1 assists. The gravity he'd create for others would be ideal, and James and Anthony Davis would also get him plenty of open looks. Warrior star Steph Curry backs Kamala Harris with DNC video message. Golden State Warrior superstar Stephen Curry joined his coach Steve Kerr in officially endorsing Democratic nominee Kamala Harris as the next U.S. president. Curry appeared in a surprise video at the end of the Democratic National Convention at the United Center in Chicago, throwing her full support on Harris's presidential campaign. Still basking in the glow of their gold medal win in the 2024 Paris Olympics and beaming with patriotism, Curry urged voters to rally behind Harris, as he believes she is the president who could unite the nation. It was a great honor to represent Team USA and go out there and win that gold medal in the Olympics this summer. Curry said while wearing his Olympic gold medal that unity on and off the court reminded us all that together we can do all things and continue to inspire the world. That's why I believe that Kamala as president could bring that unity back and continue to move us forward. Before the Team USA Open training camp in Las Vegas, where Harris visited them, Curry openly threw her support to the former California Attorney General. Interesting times in our country right now, Curry told reporters during a press press conference on July 25 in Paris for the 2024 Olympics. Hopefully with her on the ticket we're winning the election. It's a big deal to say the least. Harris officially accepted her nomination as the Democratic nominee 1 month after current President Joe Biden dropped out of the race and endorsed her as his replacement. She represents the Bay Area. Curry said of Harris, "She's been a big supporter of us, so I want to give that energy back to her. We're representing our country here, and this is a very monumental next couple of months for the direction where we're headed. Hopefully this is a great way to do our part to continue unifying our country with how sports brings a lot of people together." For her in this moment, knowing what's ahead, said it's all about positive energy and optimism, knowing how divided our country is right now. I'm just excited for the journey ahead for her. Curry presented Harris with a Warriors jersey when they visited the White House after winning the 2022 NBA championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the only solution for Warriors, says Paul Pierce. For former player Paul Pierce, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the name that can put the Golden State Warriors back in contention for the title. However, there is no indication that the power forward could play alongside Stephen Curry in San Francisco, but for the former player, the Greek star would be the only solution for the four-time champion team to compete again at the top of the Western Conference. On his podcast with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce talked about the Warriors' current situation and how Giannis Antetokounmpo would fit in well alongside Curry. The reality is that we talk a lot about them over the last few years and everything they have won, but when you don't have the necessary personnel, you need to be realistic. That's Golden State's situation right now. It's not a champion team. In fact, I only see one way to restore them to the highest level in the West. If they could get Giannis to the team, having him alongside Curry would be incredible. He said the team was even out of the playoffs in 2324. It was the first time this happened with a healthy Curry, Klay Thompson and Draymond Green on the roster. Additionally, the team lost Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks in free agency. The franchise looked for some reinforcements on the market and was reinforced with the Anthony Melton buddy, he and Kyle Anderson. However, the Warriors are still seen as a team that will fight to compete in the playoffs in 2024-25. In addition to Curry, Green and the reinforcements, Golden State is also betting on the evolution of its young players, mainly Jonathan Kuminga and Branson Podmski. In fact, the team denied involving the two athletes in an exchange for Lauri Markkanen from the Utah Jazz, who was one of the franchise's main targets in the off-season despite reaching the postseason in 2023-24. Antetekounmpo. Milwaukee Bucks were also a disappointment in the campaign after trading for Damian Lillard to win the title again. Milwaukee had an up-and-down campaign that culminated in a first-round exit to the Indiana Pacers. The number 34 did not play in the playoffs after suffering an injury, with the Warriors struggling. Some speculation about Stephen Curry's future is beginning to circulate, but for Paul Pierce, we'll never see the point guard in another NBA team's jersey. The former Boston Celtics player believes that the star should follow the trajectory of the last years of Kobe Bryant's career. It's obvious he wants a title, but I also think he's going to go down with that ship. Although there is still time to increase his legacy, he has already done so. Everything now seems like icing on the cake. I saw Kobe in his later years. He was still tough. He wasn't complaining despite everything, so I see the same in Curry. I think he will be with Golden State until the end, he concluded. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Antetokounmpo? Leave your opinion in the comments.